Hey guys, um, it's Laura, obviously. So I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and today's video is going to be a little bit different compared to what my other couple of videos have been. And it's kind of on a sensitive subject today. Um, I don't really know exactly what's compelling me to sit down and film about this. I think it's more so um, that I've tried really hard to use this channel as an outlet for me, whether it be for creativity or just for like therapeutic reasons. So I told myself when creating this channel that I would give you guys all of the sides of me. The good sides, the funny sides, the bad sides, the anxious sides, um, just everything, take you guys kind of into my life a little bit and let you know who I am and where I come from, and try and give you guys some mediocre quality entertainment. So, today I want to talk to you guys about something that's been going on with me. Um, and that's been that I've kind of been going through another episode. Um, and what I mean when I say episode is, well, to start, I suffer from really bad anxiety and really bad depression, and also post-traumatic stress disorder. And sorry if my voice is really shaky right now. I'm actually really nervous to film this because I I have never gone in front of a camera and talked about this before, so it's a little bit more of a sensitive subject, if you will. So, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression when I was about 14, and then I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, when I was 16, I believe. Yes, 16. Um, I've always kind of struggled with these issues, and the PTSD kind of formed from a really bad car accident that I was in when I was 16, and then also from sexual abuse in high school. Again, really sensitive subjects, and this is probably I'm even gonna title this like a trigger warning because I don't want to set anybody off who also suffers from these issues as well. I am just kind of going out on a limb with this. I'm not really uh, well prepared, I guess you could say. I don't have a lot of notes taken. Actually, I have no notes taken. I just kind of want to dig deep into these issues a little bit, kind of let you guys know what I've been going through, and maybe give you guys some tips as to how I deal with these issues sometimes, which, don't get me wrong, I'm still trying to figure that all out myself. I have been going through an episode, and I haven't been able to do anything really for the past like 2 weeks. I haven't been able to work. I, for a while, wasn't really able to even get out of bed. I packed my stuff up, and I went up north to see my family and some of my friends. I actually ended up going out and like having a good time with them, so that helped. When I go through these episodes, basically, I lose all motivation and all hope of everything. I know that sounds kind of steep and probably a little bit dramatic. Excuse me, sorry. Yes, I am drinking a glass of wine right now. I'm like, today I woke up and I was very anxious, and I know alcohol doesn't help, and that's like not the way to go, but like, didn't have to work today. Well, I haven't had to work, but I don't know, I just needed a glass of wine. Like, any adults out there, I'm sure you know that feeling. Um, So I haven't been able to get out of bed. That's usually what happens. I've usually have really bad like suicidal thoughts. Hiding yourself from the world typically isn't the way to go. Um, it's never the way to go. I know that. I can never really pull that from inside of me and come to my senses, basically. I know that you just have to keep pushing forward. And I lose all hope to do that, basically. I'm going to try really hard to keep it together during this video because sometimes talking about this is really hard for me, and it brings up a lot of emotions. And but when it comes to the whole suicide thing, I'm still trying to figure out how to work past that. And I have an awesome support group. I really do. I've got wonderful friends, wonderful family, but I have a really hard time reaching out to my support system. If anything, I want this to just be a reminder to people out there that one, you're not alone, two, you can get through it, and three, you're not alone. I mean, I know I already said that, but I'm here. There's a ton of other people who go through this on a daily basis, and that it's not just you. I am back with getting help, and I am back on my medication, the correct dosage, and things are going to be looking up. Now, just tips, I guess, for getting out of this funk and getting out of this episode. This is just the best of my knowledge. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure all of this out. I'm still completely lost. But family is number one for me. Family and really good friends. And unfortunately, my family does live very far away. My grandma and my grandpa and my mom and my little sister, they all live about 3 hours north of here, which is why I'm also very thankful that I have a manager who is as supportive as she is and who is so willing to help me, because it's not like I can just go to work and then go visit my mom. And that's what I had to do this time. I had to go see my grandma and my mom. And my grandma is like my best friend. She's always kind of been like my therapist as well. I can literally talk to her about anything. She is the most beautiful and wonderful soul in this whole world. Just surround yourself with people who love you and people who care. Another thing that I'm still working on currently, and that it is very hard, but it's also very important, is that it's okay to reach out. I'm still trying to learn myself and to come to terms with the fact that it's okay to need attention sometimes. Because how I was brought up, that you shouldn't be seeking attention, that you don't want to be an attention whore. So that's kind of been imprinted in my brain, and that's something that I'm working on currently on fixing, is that it's okay to want attention and it's okay to reach out for help, and it's okay to tell people that you're upset. I've always been like kind of dramatic, if you will. And any of my family that watches this right now is probably gonna laugh and be like, kind of dramatic. But that's just me. I'm an eccentric person. I really am. I've had enemies and bullies in the past tell me that I try to make everything about myself and that all I care about is myself. That's really stuck with me. And it's really, really, get out of here. It's a little bug. It's really, really affected my ability to seek help and to get the help and attention that I need and desire as a human being. I have completely gone into a shell. And I almost thrive off of not having any attention given to me, but at the same time, I also need attention, if that makes sense. It's so hard to explain, to be honest. Like, it really is. And unless you go through these feelings, which I'm sure a lot of you do, and you're like, dude, I totally know what you're saying. But for those of you who don't get it, like, I know this sounds weird. I don't like attention because that's how I was brought up. I don't want people to know that I haven't left my bed in 3 days, but I also want people to know that I'm sad. It's a war. I'm at a constant war with myself. And that's more so, I think, the whole anxiety thing is, it's like, ooh, like, what should I do? Should I tell these people that I need help? Should I tell them that I'm feeling depressed? Should I tell them this? Should I tell them that? Or should I just keep quiet, push forward, and pretend that nothing's wrong and not draw any extra attention to myself? Which all of this leads me into a depression. And I mean, I've been in a depression for years, like that's, unfortunately, that doesn't really go away for me. And for us people who do suffer from it, it's just there. It's like a tick. You can't get rid of it. And it drives me absolutely insane. I wish every single day of my life I have these thoughts that I just wish I could get rid of this thing in my brain that is causing me to live my life so miserably. I know that it's there. I'm aware of it. I want it gone, but unfortunately, I can't have it gone. It's part of me, and I shouldn't be so accepting of it, I know, but that's all I can really do because it is something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. The only thing I can do is get the proper help that I need. As for you, get the help. It took me years to get help again since high school. I was fine. Honestly, I felt great. I was also, not self-harming, but self-destructing in a sense too, and masked a lot of it, and hid a lot of my issues behind, drugs and alcohol. It started to come unmasked, and it really started to hit me that, holy crap, like, I have these feelings, and I'm, like, this is me, I dated a guy for a few years, and constantly he was begging me to get help. You know that you have these issues, please, for our relationship. Like, he would beg me to sit with me in our bedroom for an hour and a half when people would come over because I would be having an anxiety attack. And it affected his life as well. So not only were my issues affecting me, they were affecting this other person as well, which was not fair. And I refused to get help. It wasn't even necessarily that I refused to. It was more so I just dusted it under the rug and, kept saying tomorrow, next week, whatever. It came the day when he couldn't do it anymore. He couldn't suffer from my issues anymore. Which is fair. What person would want that? No person would want that. I wouldn't want that. If I was mentally healthy and I was dating somebody who had all of these issues and it was constantly affecting my life, obviously I would love this person in and out, but if they're refusing to get help, it's giving them less right to complain about these issues. Honestly, if I were him, I probably would have left sooner, but 3 years went by, and then after 3 years is when, he left. And after he left, let me tell you, that was a wake-up call. I thought I've had my wake-up calls before in the past. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is, like I said, it's an emotional subject. I'm trying really hard to keep it together. That was sure as hell it. And I was a complete mess. I'm a mess. Even though I've gotten help, and that I'm on a road, slow road, but a road. I'm on a road to recovery. I'm still coping with the loss, and the end of the day, I feel like I'm stressed out because I have to deal with all of these issues, and I have to deal with, my anxiety and constantly fighting my depression and the night terrors for my PTSD and not ever getting much sleep. But I have to deal with the loss still, which has been coming in and out of my life, he hasn't been coming in and out of my life. Believe me, he's removed himself out of my life. He has proven himself that he wants nothing to do with me ever again. But I don't ever fully deal with it at once. I deal with it a little bit here and there, and it still just haunts me. I think, honestly, in order for me to deal with it all at once, I would probably have to, send myself away to, a retreat or something for a month. I don't know, it's a constant daily struggle. And, I guess I just want to let you guys know what's been going on. This video is already 26 minutes long. I'm gonna have to edit so much of this out, but you guys aren't alone, The constant struggle to remind yourself why you are on this earth is sometimes really hard. And I know that personally. If I don't have, this sounds so needy of me. See, I call myself out on this shit. Why do I do that? It's okay. Stop apologizing. Stop calling yourself out on this shit. It's fine. You're human. You're allowed to feel this way. But, honestly, if it weren't for, a couple of people in my life who text me every day and tell me that they love me, I can't guarantee where I'd be right now, those people and those daily reminders mean the world, and that's why, as a human being, it's important to sometimes take a couple minutes out of your day to reach out to somebody and tell somebody that you care, and to tell somebody that you love them, and to remind that person that they are wanted here on this earth. And I cannot stress that enough. It is very important to let people know. I've gotten messages from complete strangers or people that I haven't talked to in years saying, hey, just a reminder, I'm here to talk if you need to talk. Or I've gone through the same things that you've gone through, maybe even more, and I'm here for you. You're cared about. I've had people tell me that, and it makes my day. There's been those people who I barely know. I just have on social media, just like a lot of us. We've got a ton of strangers on Facebook. They've literally saved my life. And You know, you can save somebody's life just by reaching out and just saying, "Hey, I know I don't know you, but just in case nobody's told you today, um, you're super special, or you're awesome, or keep up the funny memes on Facebook." I need to cut this video and be done with it. I need to edit it. It's gonna take me a hell of a long time, considering the fact that I'm already at a half an hour. Okay.